All right, guys. Well, we've moved over from the clearing, and this old barn. They want to take this old barn down. Man, I wish there was some. There's a lot of good barn wood in here, but this project's going, and you know, I understand they don't want to mess around with getting anybody in here. It'd take forever to find somebody to get in here and strip it. So, hate it, but you know, what do you do? So, we're gonna start in. Like I said, it's just, you know, finding somebody to you know, get over here and to get this wood stripped out of here. Like I said, it would just take forever to do, and you know, this project's a big project, so they don't want to wait. So I get it. Company that's going to be doing the main portion of the dirt work. They that's who's over here. Again, I don't. nice to be able to reclaim that, but reclaim that and replane it, it would be really pretty. But like I said, it's just one of them deals where, you know, it just what do you do? Be careful when it comes time to burn this one because of the wind and the business right across the road here. So it's going to be one of the deals we're just going to have to be really, really careful with. Be really, really careful with it. He wants to save that lightning rod up there. I'm going to do my best to try to get it down without breaking it. This down. What I'm going to try to do, see if I can just bring the whole, kind of pull this whole thing down, and that way I can just have to set it down where I can get to it. That's the plan anyway. We'll see. Pulling the whole thing down. guys. Right here, I'm getting out, and I'm going to go up on top of this barn. It's still pretty steep, so I'm kind of making my way up. And that 10, by the way, is extremely hot. So I'm trying to get moved up on top here. That lightning rod has a bluish colored, antique colored globe, glass globe that's on it. So I have to be very gentle with it, trying to get it off of there. Right here, I'm trying to remove the braces where it's nailed into the top of the barn, but I didn't have any tools or anything with me, so now I'm making my way back down the barn and going to get back in the excavator. I'm going to try to get the barn down a little flatter, where that way it won't be quite as tough to get up and down to try to get that. But again, we're talking about a glass globe about the size, a little bit bigger than a softball. So I've got to be very gentle and try to get this down very, very carefully in order to keep from breaking it. The other side, I wasn't even paying attention, and the owner didn't approach me with the idea of wanting those, and I wasn't even thinking. And kind of when I thought back on it, I was kind of upset with myself that I didn't actually save it as well, because I don't know when this barn was built, but it had to have been built way back. And there's no telling how long those have been on that top of that barn. But as I said, right here, I'm just trying to get that barn down just a little bit more where it's not quite as steep. And again, very gently, because we are talking about a glass globe. And, if I would have had some tools with me, I could have probably have taken the bracing off of the roof or removed that globe so it wouldn't have broke rather. So, but again, I'm just trying to get this thing down and very gently. Again, I'm just trying to get this thing down. I'm just very gently kind of chopping away at the back side of that, because it had kind of set down. I'm working on the east end there. It had kind of set down on what would be the wall. So I'm trying to kind of push that in to soften it up where it'll set down a little bit more. Here in just a minute, I'll kind of get out and make my way over to get some tools to pull the framework off of the roof, and to also be able to get that globe removed from the actual lightning rod itself so it doesn't break. Had to be just very gentle with it. one piece. It's sitting right there. I might lean up against my truck. Oh, man. Wall there. Been one on the other end. I am not for sure. I don't recall seeing the bowl. So I am not for sure. All right, guys, go ahead and get on out of here. Done what I can do today. I have some other projects I need to go look at. So anyway, the wind is not in my favor right now. As you can see, the wind's blowing towards the businesses. I've got that pile to burn, and that barn that I tore down, I've got to burn it as well. But I've got to wait and get that tree out. That elm tree's got to come out and go on that barn. But anyway, battery died. Had to get another battery. That that elm tree has to come out, and it's got to go on top of the barn over there. However, there's a bunch of utilities around there, not only fiber optics, water, gas, everything over there. Relatively closer than I'm gonna mess around with. So I called in a locate to have those marked, so that tree will have to stay there for a little bit anyway. Tomorrow morning I'll bust those pile down, and the other one there, hopefully that one will be burnt down completely or nearly completely. But see, now the wind changed again. The wind changed, and the more southerly it was earlier, it was blowing straight towards the convenience store, but it's now kind of moved to coming out of the northwest. So tomorrow in the morning I'll get those cleaned up. Should have this all done, and I may just end up by grading it with the loader. I don't know yet. I'll have to go grab the dozer if they want it. Obviously the dozer will do a better job, but I don't want to put a lot of time in this, you know, if it's not going to amount to anything. So I can probably get it smoothed up enough with the loader. At some point we're going to have to dig a hole and bury the remaining of the stumps, but honestly there's not going to be much to bury. Majority of those root balls and stuff burn up pretty good, so I'll dig a hole over there someplace around the frog pond and bury the remainder, cover that off. That's a low spot there anyway, so it's not going to hurt to bring it up some. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, and don't forget to like and subscribe, leave comments, ring the notification bell, and that way you know when I post another video. Also follow me on the gram, and that's at Dirt Daddy 953. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, and we'll see you tomorrow.